Hey, what's up guys? Danny Lightning back with another CSR2 video, and today we're going to talk about Tempest 1, Tempest 2, and Tier 2. Alright, so we're Tempest 1 and Tempest 2, Tier 2. And there's two cars I would really recommend to do this. The problem is, it's a little hard to get Stage 6 parts for some of these. But, alright, the one car should be able to do this without, I'm pretty sure it can do Tempest 1 no problem with only Stage 5, and I think it can also make it through Tempest 2 with only Stage 5. If I remember correctly, it's been a really long time since I've done this, but everyone remember, check my videos descriptions. I just added some awesome links to all kinds of helpful stuff in the description. Alright, YouTube's terrible about showing me comments. I get videos coming in on new and old comments. Hundreds come in a day usually. The last couple days it's been a little slower, but I try to get back to everybody if I see your question. Lots of great info in my CSR2 playlist. Make sure you check those out. I cover almost everything in the game. So if you need game help, check those out. If you can't find it in my playlist, feel free to ask questions in the comments. I have no problem answering your questions as long as I can find them. So, now which cars can you get to beat Tempest 1 and 2, Tier 3? Now, I did make a video for Tempest 3 specifically that has a big long list of cars, but problem is, if you're newer to the game and you're working on Tempest 1 or Tempest 2, you probably don't have that many cars yet. So we're just going to talk about the recommended cars for Tempest 1 and Tempest 2, Tier 2. Like I said, if you're on Tempest 3, check out the video for Tempest 3 to see the longer list of cars. But this Ford Focus RS, okay, this is a really, really nice car, and this guy actually will do about a 9.9 something if you can max this car out completely. It's probably kind of hard to get Stage 6 parts for this car. Let's see if I even have any. Let's go over to my Ford inventory and see if I have any Stage 6 parts for this. Alright, so we're going to click on Stage 6. We're going to click on Ford. Now, the question is, if I upgraded this car, would I be able to max this out? Wow, I got enough for another whole one of those. I got enough almost for another GT40 Mark II. Ford Focus RS. So I'm missing one Stage 6 part. You know, I'm probably lucky that I have all of those. I should probably upgrade that thing one of these days, because that's a really, really nice little Tier 2 car. And it is capable of beating Tempest 1 and Tempest 2. Now, Tempest 2, I'm not sure exactly how many Stage 6 parts you're going to need, but you probably will need some. I doubt this is going to blow through Tempest 2 without any Stage 6 parts, but this is actually a very good car to get. I pull these constantly out of silver crates. Silver crates love to drop little 1-star cars on you. So, I mean, I've got like 3 of these things sitting in my garage. Here's one. I got one here. I think I got an orange one and a black one as well. I mean, I don't know how many of these cars I've stripped. I know I've probably stripped about 5 different blue ones. The game constantly drops these things into my garage when I'm trying to get Prestige Cup cars and opening the crate. So this is a car you probably shouldn't have a whole lot of trouble getting if you're opening your crates eventually. Alright? So let's go look at the most recommended car. This one's a little harder to get, but it's probably, I would say it's probably just as good, if not better. Alright, I think I forgot to mention this is going in my Tempest playlist. Alright, if you need help on any of the Tempest races, I'm currently working on finishing that playlist. Alright, so the 718 Porsche Boxster S. This is the Tier 2 Boxster. This little car is amazing. This one's a little harder to get, the one with the stars. The game drops these down to me on silver crates sometimes, but not like it does the other car. Now, one thing this is really a weird car. There's a few things you need to know about this, but on Stage 5 only, this car can beat Tempest 1 no problem. At least that's what I remember. Alright, I don't remember having to have any Stage 5 parts, any Stage 6 parts in this to beat Tempest 1. Don't quote me on that, but I'm about 99% sure. Now, Tempest 2, I know I beat it. I only had a couple Stage 6 parts, but real fast, if you get this car, there's a couple things you really need to know about this. And I don't know if this is a glitch. I don't know if this was intentional, but there's certain parts you don't want to install on this car. So check out my engine, all right? I don't have my stage 6, my stage 5, my stage 4, my stage 3, my stage 2, or my stage 1 part installed. I have the stock engine. Look, the stock engine is fitted on this car. For some reason, if you upgrade the engine on this car, it runs slower. All right, so no matter what, you always don't even bother to upgrade the engine if you get one of these Boxsters, okay? There's no point. Now, you can buy this car in the dealership with gold, and it's not going to have the 1 star, but I'm pretty sure it's still going to be fast enough, no problem, to beat Tempest 1 and Tempest 2, even if you get the one without the star, because this car is a little beast, all right? Now, the transmission. I do have a stage 6 transmission, but this also slows the car down. So I've got a stage 5. My stage 5 transmission is what I have fitted on this car. So your engine should stay stock, your transmission should stay at stage 5, and everything else, feel free to put your stage 6 parts on it. Upgrade everything except for the engine, okay? Engine stock, transmission stage 5, everything else stage 6 if you have it. I don't know if that was intentional, unintentional, I don't know what. It's really weird. But even at stage 5, you know what? Let's go ahead and do a test run on this car so you can see what it runs on stage 5 only. Currently, I only have stage 5 parts installed. Alright? And the stock engine. Like I said, very important to only have a stock engine. Alright, so here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I messed that up. I buried the needle. But let's see what this runs, and then let's check out the boss's times. Let's see if this can beat both bosses on stage 5 only. We're going to find that out. So we're going to do another run because I screwed that one up. There I got a 9.6. I can't remember exactly what the boss times are. I'm going to have to get out my sheet here really quick. I know I have it opened. I know I have it opened on my computer here, so we'll check that out in just a second. 3, 2, 1, go. I actually have those boss times in a link on my video description. I just added that timesheet to the links. That's part of the reason I flashed that little card or whatever you want to call it. I'll let you guys know. So we got a 9.679. Okay, this car runs roughly a 9.6 on tier 5 only. Alright, this is with no stage 6 parts installed. But I do have all the fusion parts installed on stage 5. Alright, so the boss times. This is a tier 2 car. Alright, Shayna runs a 10.9. Well, we just ran a 9.6. So this destroys Shayna, no problem. Alright, Shayna's the tier 2 boss for Tempest 1. This destroys her no problem with stage 5 only. Alright, for Tempest 2, we have Finn. You gotta raise Finn in his Exige 360 Cup. He runs around a 10.2-ish. Well, this runs a 9.6 with only stage 5 parts, okay? This little car is a beast. Now, normally I don't suggest you guys buy cars with gold from the dealership, but I'm going to tell you right now, this is the one car. If you don't already have a Porsche Boxster, this is the one car I think you should actually buy with gold. If you don't already have it and you need one, it really doesn't matter if you get the one with stars or not, to be honest. It really doesn't. This is one of the few cars where I'm going to say, it don't matter if you got the one with stars. This car is still a beast. Every other car in the game, you really want the one with stars. I mean, sure, this one's better with the stars as well, but if you don't have the stars, don't worry about it on this car. Usually I leave mine at stage 5 only, and I live race people. But on stage 6, you know what, before we go look at this really quick, on stage 6, this Boxster is going to run a, let's find out. Alright, let's find out the Boxster. Now, the Boxster was the fastest car until a couple of weeks ago. They just added a few more cars in here, and now it's like the 4th fastest car instead. It'll run at 8.5 if you max it out completely. So for Tempest 3 though, for Tempest 3, you need a lot of stage 6 parts on the Boxster. But for Tempest 1 and Tempest 2, you should be able to blow right through it without any stage 6 parts at all. So we're going to look through the dealership and see if there's anything that you can buy with cash that will do Tempest 2. So let's see what we can find for cash on here. Alright, the Focus RS, that's gold only, unfortunately. So you have to buy that with gold, and that's not going to come with the stars if you buy it. I'm not really sure about this one. Rocco. Let's see what we can get for cash. Is there anything we can get with cash? Because if you can buy it in here, that means you can keep buying them and stripping them to get fusion parts and stage 6 parts. And that's actually going to be the easiest. Alright? That's going to be the easiest way to make it through something like this. Ooh, that looked nice in red. This is a terrible car right here. I don't know if this car can do it or not, honestly, but I hate this car. I don't remember why, but I hate that car. This is an awesome little car. You know what, let's look up the time on this. Let's see if this can beat the bosses on Tempest. This is the M235. I know that's way down the list, but it still might be possibly fast enough. Let's find the M235 on my list of cars here. This is tier 2, right? I'm on tier 2? Yeah. Where did it go? Okay, this one will run a 9.9 if you can max it out. So, this car might actually be... You can buy these and strip these, so you might actually be able to use this. Now, the one you buy, if you buy this one, it's not going to have any stars due to the fact that it's running a 9.9. Alright, it runs a 9.9. Now, that's a 9.9 if you get the one with stars. Without stars, of course, it's going to be a little slower, but it'll probably still beat both of the bosses. So, this one might be okay. Alright, if you buy this from the dealership and keep buying these and stripping these to get all the parts for it, this one might do it. Alright. Here's the Boxster. You can get this for 755 gold. If you do buy a car from the dealership, make sure you choose the colors you want, because you can come in here and you can choose any color combination you want, and when you collect that gold, that's exactly the color combination you should get. So, alright, what else? Is there anything else in here we can buy for game cash? We're back to the Focus RS. So, alright. So basically, the Focus RS, if you get that, that should be pretty good. Okay? You may or may not need stage 6 parts for that. Sure, I'm not sure. The 718 Boxster, if you get this with or without stars, you guys should beat Tempest 1. No problem. And the M25i, if you buy and strip enough of these and keep installing all the parts you get from stripping, eventually, I'm pretty sure this car is going to be able to beat it as well. So, there's kind of my recommendations on Tempest 3, okay? Something's a little weird with my screen here. But anyways, I think that pretty much wraps this video up. Alright, like I said, if you want a list of every car in the game that should be able to, at least most of the cars in the game that I know about, they are always adding new cars to the game, okay? But most of the time, the Tempest 3, you're going to have a lot of stage 6 parts. Your car is going to have to be almost maxed out. When Tempest 4 comes out, that's going to be a whole different can of worms. So, anyways, those are the cars I would suggest for this guy right here, okay? Catch you guys later. Hope this video helped, and I'll see you guys later.